Um, good morning, everyone. I hope each and
Morning.
everyone is doing great. No, I'm seeing some beautiful faces, and and like each and I think the whole world we're having a hot burning sun. The way I'm seeing the face. So okay, so basically our topic of discussion is our daily rules for a happier you. Whenever most of us heard about or hear rules, it's like, oh, this is something that's very strict, what we need to do. We tend to forget that each and every one of us here also again, in terms of our happiness or our well-being, we need to set up rules, things that can enable us to be happier. It's not just all about the work. I think last week or so we discussed something about the work-life balance. So, but for today, it's something it's about what are some of the rules that you and I should set or might set for us to be happier? You know, there are certain videos that I look on TikTok, Instagram, the way you will see like village boys, the way they are happy in terms of what they're doing. So some of the things. So imagine us now here in terms of what are we setting in terms of us to be happy. So it's a question, it's like why are you not happy? There are things that we should always why are we not happy? Which of course each and everyone should be happy. And the happiness is free. Most of the time we see some of these quotes each and every on Facebook, LinkedIn, happiness is free. But what are you doing for this happiness to become free in your life? What rules are you putting up in terms of happiness to be free to you? So, so let me just say, setting daily rules to enhance your happiness. Let me say it involve positive habit, and then also it's all about your behavior, positive behavior. Because if you want to have happy, there are certain things that you might need to incorporate in your daily routine. So for me, first of all, I believe if you give gratitude, like each and everything that is happening in your life, you are grateful for it. Each and every day reflects not only on what you have lost, always take a look at your win, your little amount of winning that is going, and then you should be thankful, and then you should also be grateful of it. If you reflect, like for instance, you are reflecting every morning when you wake up, just don't take a look at your lost yesterday or your past. Look at something that make you to be happy yesterday. And what are you grateful for? Why are you waking up? Why are you grateful? So first of all, as an individual, if we want to be happier, what we need to do first of all is about us setting it's about us being be grateful for what we have. Like for if you say like in terms of you being grateful, that it means you will want to set up you're setting yourself for you to be happy. These are rules that will enable you to be happy. Another thing again is about the self-care. I don't know, we discussed about this last time. It's about your self-care. You need to take good care of yourself. I remember whenever I discuss with Mola will always say, you know what, Noah, you are number one. You need to take good care of yourself. So each and every one of us here, in terms of our life, in whatever thing that we are doing, in whatever angle so far, just take yourself as you are number one in anything so far that you're doing. So be very try to say, okay, you know what, I'm doing this and this, but yes, still I am number one. Don't stress yourself up. Don't do certain things that will not enable you to be happy, but just treat yourself as you are number one. You need to prioritize yourself. Take good care of yourself. You are number one. Another thing again, some of the things that will not enable us to be happy, it's about for instance, let me say if we are not setting realistic goal, you want to achieve certain things, but you're not setting the goals. Your goals that you are setting are not smart. They are not realistic. So I'm telling you that if you want to be happy, a rule that you need to set is about you setting realistic goal about what you want to achieve. Set yourself up. Say, okay, you know what? I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. You set this goal. Trust me, if you are able to accomplish these goals, then you'll be happy because you feel good, you feel grateful for what you have accomplished. So you see, another thing again is about too much of you need to connect with others. If you isolate yourself in a way that you feel like, oh, you have been left out. No, you need to move out there, connect with people, positiveness, share something good with people. These are all some of the things that will help you for you to be happy again. And again, it's about you should always learning. Something again that is very keen here is in terms of your happiness is about you learning. Because why I mentioned this, maybe there are certain things that you are going through or you want to do, but because you are unable to do them, and automatically you will not be happy with yourself, right? You'll not be feel good. So, but if you have the mindset of okay, if you have a growth mindset and then you are learning some of these things, trust me, in terms of in terms of you pursuing and something, you'll be happy with yourself after you accomplish this goal that, oh, you know what, I've learned how to do this. In terms of my work, I've learned how to do this. You'll be happy, you feel good of yourself. So you see, these are all basic things that will enable us, or rules that we need to set in terms of us to be happier. And then another thing again is about our kindness. We as an individual, we need to practice kindness. Kindness is very important. When you need to, in terms of what you're doing to others, because if you are not kind to people, trust me, you'll never be in your own little corner that you're sitting. You find out that, oh, you know what, these are so I've done so. Your mindset, if you do a retrospective on yourself, you will say, oh, you know what? Yeah, I wrong Sepi there. I wrong Shukish. So you will not feel good of yourself. So, but if you are kind, and then you are practicing kindness, trust me, just like how I mentioned about the gratitude, you feel good of yourself. Say, you know what? Yeah, I'm happy because these are this and this I've accomplished. I've done this to this person. These are some of the things that I did to this person. So you know that kind of you know that you have created an impact on people. you know, you feel like you have done something great to people, then and all of these things will enable to fulfill your day, for you to have a great day, for you to have a happier day, and for you to be happy. So another thing again is about I talk about, okay, it's about your positivity. You need to be positive. Let's just throw away negative energy. Set rules for you to be positive. You embrace it. You need to focus your mind, your actions all need to be in a positive mood, because if you always looking at the negative side of thing, then trust me, you always be confused. And you just don't need to be confused. If you're confused, you don't know what to do, then trust me, it's like, no, you are not setting yourself up, or these rules will not help you for you to do something. So you see, it's very important. And then let me just round it up here. It's about again it's about you need to reflect, and then you celebrate your small wins. Most of us, why we are not happy in most of the time, is that we tend to look at people that have achieved more in their life, that took them more than 10 or 15 years, and then you want to achieve this thing, let me say, just like within 6 months, 1 year, you want to achieve it. No, things don't work like that. So, but if you reflect and celebrate, you reflect and then you celebrate on small wins, then trust me that you are aiming for something big, you will be happy. But why you are not happy is because you want to celebrate something that should take you more than 10 or 15 years, a win, then you say, no, oh, I need to have it now. And like it's like immediate gratification. No, that things don't work like that. If things don't work like that, all you need to do, reflect, celebrate on your small wins. You might done something for a person today. You'll say, oh, okay, yeah, you feel good about it. Reflect, celebrate about it. That in doing so, it will enable you for you to have a happier life, and then it's enable you also for you to set rules that will help you in terms of okay, in terms of you being a happier person. So for me, this is my own take, and the floor is open. Anyone, each and everyone is free to give his or her opinion on this topic. Thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sepide.
Hope you are doing great. Thank you, Noah, for this topic. And I really enjoyed listening to the points you have mentioned. But I wanted to add a quick thing. I think for myself, what is really important that keeps me motivated and keeps me happy is that I enjoy what I'm doing. I think for everyone it's important that they make sure that the job that they're doing is what they like and what they want to spend their life doing it. And I think what you said about having goals and having purpose for your life is important, and that's why I say the job that you are doing, the thing that you are doing in your day-to-day routine is important because um, I think it affects the quality of your life, and then it affects your happiness. If you don't enjoy your job, if you don't enjoy what you are doing, then it's always bugging you. It's always in your mind that okay, I don't like it. It makes you less motivated. You don't have the energy to move forward. I think but that's what is important for me in life, and I think that it's something that pushes you, that something that gives you motivation, is that you are sure that what you are doing is exactly what you want to do in your life. It's your dream job. I think it's I don't know, it's something that is going to help you to achieve your goals. It's, I think, really important, and it's what makes you happy. And also what you said about taking care of ourselves, it's really important because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't pay attention to your health, then I think by the time goes on, you feel always tired, or um don't have the energy. And also the other thing is, I think, self-love, because how much you love yourself makes you happier, and also makes people to love you better, I think. Because when you pay attention to yourself, when you respect yourself and love yourself, it has an effect in people around you that I think it's a good effect. So yeah, that's what I think about this topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sepide. Thank you for this. Yeah, the floor is still open. This is a very important topic. I believe each and every one of us here want to be happy. And then so we need to say something about it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Noah, for giving us this opportunity to discuss, I think, such an important topic. I know we are quiet, but I think we are thinking deeply about it because it's quite a very sensitive and important topic, and happiness can be a complex word, but it's simple also at the same time, I think. So yeah, personally, I want to really just, I think, repeat what you guys have all said. And especially for me, I want to talk about the point that Noah raised, which is to be happy with what you have today, avoiding comparison, just, being grateful for today, what you have achieved, celebrating the small wins that you have achieved today. So, because I think most times we tend to define happiness based on what someone else or the society has said, or how someone else perceives happiness to be, because of course being human beings, we are social beings. We are looking. We kind of depend on the environment in which we are. So if I live in a community that believes happiness can be defined when you have a good job, or if you're earning a lot, or happiness, for example, most times. I will just give an example. I don't know how applicable it is where you are, but like in Africa, people think that happiness for women is maybe if you are married, Other places, happiness for men, if they have a job that pays well. Like, it's just a lot of beliefs, that vary from community to community. And unfortunately or fortunately, that will just always affect us depending on where we live, So, of course, we have to really think about it seriously and actually define it for yourself. What do you think is happiness for you? Because then if you have to keep defining happiness according to what Noah thinks it is, or I don't know, Robert or Linda thinks, then you will really never be satisfied, because all of them have that different beliefs of what happiness is, and all of them will come with a different opinion, and it's just going to be a lot for you to absorb and actually achieve, because that's just what they believe. For them, that's what makes them happy, and so they cannot dictate what makes you happy. So I think it's really important to define it personally, just understanding yourself, and really, I think it's a process. It's not something that just happens overnight. I think it's a process as you grow, as you're exposed to different experiences, or as you're exposed to different cultures or different life experiences, you're able to now come up with maybe just your own understanding of what really makes you happy. Because I am definitely sure for myself, what I thought was happiness maybe 2 years ago is not what I consider happiness today. And all these will be affected by the happenings around you, like from COVID, especially COVID. I think most people have come to just really appreciate life more, and just give it a basic and meaning, to happiness than what we used to think before, because we saw how it impacted many people, how it affected people. We saw how people just died. The world was just, like, I don't know, it just shook everyone. And all those things will help someone, I think, to just sit down and actually think deeply about, okay, really, what is life about? What is happiness all about? And I think for me, I would say, like, at this point in time, I understand that happiness is basically just taking a day at a time. I know it is hard because, of course, we are thinking about the future. We have to plan for tomorrow. And somehow we have that at the back of our minds, even when we are trying to live for the day and make the best you can today, and really just, getting involved in what really makes you happy. I don't know if it is just like Sepide said, maybe you have a fulfilling job. I think as adults, because we spend a lot of time at work, it's just something that you cannot ignore. Whatever you spend more time on should be able to be fulfilling to you. You shouldn't be spending almost like three-fourths of your day on activities or things that really don't excite you or just make you sad or frustrated. So I think I can use that example. For example, for me, if you're doing something that you love, then life is seems normal. You don't have to force. You don't feel like you need to really struggle to live a day by day, because you're doing something that I think you're excited about and that you love, and you feel fulfilled at the end of the day. And also, like Noah said, just celebrating the small wins, just focusing on what is going on in your life now. Do not look at, so and so has achieved this, so and so is doing this, and so maybe I should do the same. That's just them. You don't know what their story is. You don't know what they're going through, what they did to be where they are. So what about, I think when you focus on yourself and what is going on in your life, you're able to put all that energy, in whatever you are doing, and then achieve whatever you are looking forward to, instead of being distracted. Because for me, it looks like a distraction when you're following up, you're comparing, you are looking left, right, who is doing what, and what do they have, what do they not have, can I also have it? And it's a good thing, of course, to look up to people. If really they inspire you, that's a good thing, because then they're able to guide you, maybe as a mentor or a coach, who will help you to just identify better ways or better strategies or approaches to life in order for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve for your happiness. But I think it should be in a way that encourages you or motivates you, instead of a way that you are just comparing yourself, or you are now making you feel less of or not good enough because you think they have more than you have. But it should just be a way for you to get motivated and inspired. So I think for me, what I would like to say is really happiness is personal, and it's really important to understand yourself. And this is a process. I don't think what I believe today is what is going to be tomorrow. Hopefully it's getting better, not worse. And I know what I believe today about happiness is not what I believed last year. So it's really a process, but I think generally everyone should be able to just identify really what matters in their life. You know, what does it matter? Is it really just family, friends, and just having people that you love around you? Is it work? Do you need to be like, are you having these ambitions? Is that really what what is really going to define your happiness? Because then we might spend all our lives running after things that are never ending, and like they say, life is short, but also life is long in a way. So we should really be sure that whatever we are spending most of our time on is fulfilling. And if you are like, I think there's something that has always come up, you know, as Noah said, everywhere people will say happiness is free and all that. Just like, you know, most times we'll see that today, if you talk to an old person who is really just on their maybe deathbed, you know, you should be able to answer and feel like you have lived your life well, and live without, you know, like you have ended it well without regrets. So I think that's how you're able to know what really makes you happy, when you're able to just look back at your day every day, or last year or 5 years back. Where did you want to be? How have you been living your life? Have you achieved anything? Do you feel fulfilled with how your life is going? Do you think whatever you're involved in, what you spend time on, whatever you are you know, working on, does it really align with, you know, the happy life that you envisioned for yourself? So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alex. For me, you know, Africa, we are all partners. That's what I always told some of my friends. We are colleagues, and then like we are twin partner. Anything so far that is happening to you, just don't say, "Oh, this is only happening in Uganda. It's happening in Sierra Leone. It's happening all over Africa." Anything so far that is happening over there, we are partners. Like you mentioned about in Uganda, when most of people think that for a lady, when you get married, then that's when you're happy. Like for male over here, you know, it's everywhere. It's happening in Africa. That's the beauty of Africa. We are twin partner in terms of anything so far that we're doing. So, but I can say that comparison is the thief of all joy. If you always want to compare with your colleague, compare with friend, you know, you will never be happy. Your joy will be stolen from you. So comparison is the thief of all joy. So you just need to know, like how you mentioned, what's happiness to you? How are you feeling happiness to yourself? What do you think happiness is to you? That's it. So thank you very much, Alex. Floor is still open. We have about 3 minutes. So,
Yeah. Good morning.
oh, good morning, Sharon.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for the contribution you've made. I just want to add something very short and brief. Just to elaborate a little bit further on what Alette said in terms of she mentioned about, you know, being present. So for you to be happy, you need to be present to make sure that you're enjoying what life is offering you now, not what it offered you yesterday or what it's going to offer you tomorrow. And a mantra that I live by, that I'm trying to live by with my kids, is it goes like this: today is a gift, yesterday is history, and tomorrow is a mystery.
Yeah.
So that's a mantra that I try to practice with my kids every day, and so I think that's something that I can just share in terms of one of the daily rules that I use to make sure that we live a happy life in my household.
Oh, Sharon, thank you very much, Sharon. Thank you for that. A wonderful quote. Yeah. The floor is still open. We have like 1 minute contribution.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thank you, everybody who has already contributed. I only have a few things to say because you said it all. Daily rules for a happier you. I think to be happy, it can be very easy not to be happy, but you can choose to be happy. If you decide and say, well, whatever comes my way, I'm going to be happy. You can try to do that. And I always said that to myself. There are challenges, find ways of going around them. And there are always ways of going around those issues. But if you dwell on the mishaps and whatever has put you down, then you are going to live a very miserable life. So just to set yourself to be happy. It's your attitude to things. It's very easy to listen to public opinion and say, oh, this is what is trending, this is what it should be, this is the sort of, I don't know, hairstyle or whatever, and I can't afford it, and it's going to deeply affect you. But if you set yourself to be happy with what you have and feel content with what you have, I know we need to look up to other people and to aim higher, which is fine, and let's try to do that. But again, depending on your situation, where you are at that particular point in time, be contented with that, and you are going to live happily. Then you always try to, if you want to be happy, I think make other people happy. Yeah, because what you give is what you get, and you don't live by yourself. We live with other people. We are interdependent. Now you cannot rely on yourself to do everything. So if other people around you are happy, if you are making them happy, they'll make you happy. But if you're upsetting them, they're going to upset you as well. It's something like simple, but living in a community, living in a family, if you're happy with your wife, your husband, your children, your friends, that sort of stuff, there are always issues. Try to get around them, try to solve them, try to help them out. I think is somebody said, look after yourself, eat well, drink well, exercise, those sort of things. Otherwise, you are, I mean, if you do not maybe have time to exercise and you do not have, you do not eat, there are certain things like just drink water. Yeah, it's brilliant. If you don't, then you are going to look thirsty. Your skin is going to go all over the place and that sort of stuff. So for me, I look at it something really which we can work on and wherever we are and we enjoy ourselves. The other one is just wrote down some things. Do your work. If you are assigned work, get it done. If you cannot get it done, seek help. Otherwise, it's going to pile up and then a bit of stress is going to come to you like we talked yesterday, and you won't be happy. Every time maybe Noah comes to my room and he assigned me some stuff, I almost want to hide because I did get the work done. So how am I going to be happy? So get the work done, and if you cannot do it, seek advice or seek help. Look after your customers. Call your customers in case there's a deadline. Call them before they call you and say, listen, I've got this work to produce to you, but I haven't done it because of A, B, C, D. That way you've resolved it. But if you wait for them to call you and then you start, oh, you see, because this and that, it's going to be stressful. Will you be happy? No, you won't be happy. I enjoyed one Spedy said, enjoy your job. Enjoy your job. If you feel it's not right, then find a way of speaking to somebody to help you out if you don't enjoy it. And why don't we enjoy it? Because we are not conversant of what we are doing, because we are not meeting targets, that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's my contribution. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Robert, for this wonderful one. So let me just say you give what you said what you give what you get. Is that what you measure? Yeah, you
What
give
you give, what you give is what you get.
what you
Yeah.
get. Yeah, okay.
Give
That's
happiness,
good.
you'll get happiness.
Yeah. So what you give is what you get. So I can say happiness is free, and then I do believe each and every one of us here treat yourself, take good care of yourself. You're number one. So I want to say thank you everyone for making a very wonderful contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Noah.